Hi guys, Colesy, and today I'm going to be talking about the Battlefield 2042 beta. Put a few hours in myself, I had a fun time, but I figured I'd just do a little review of it, being as I recorded some footage. I think a little review, in my opinion, is the best I can come up with. I didn't have a chance to record like a let's play with anyone, so I figured a review, kind of similar to the review I did of, not Steep, wasn't Steep, it was Riders Republic, kind of the same way I did that video. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. And yes, if you're watching the gameplay and you're thinking, oh, this guy sucks and I could do way better than him, you're probably definitely right. Yeah, you probably could do way better than me. I'm not very good at FPSs. That doesn't mean I don't enjoy them though. And I had a fun time with Battlefield. I have always been more of a Battlefield fan than a Call of Duty fan. Like I said, I'm not a massive FPS guy though. I'm not super competitive, but I do enjoy playing it and it's fun for me. I'm not particularly good at it, but that doesn't mean I can't enjoy it. And I enjoyed Battlefield. I enjoy Call of Duty, but to me, Battlefield, I don't know whether it's the large open map stuff that I really enjoy and the large amount of players. I'm pretty sure that these were a 128 player conquest match that we were playing in the beta. It was all on one map. Really attractive game. Like, it's a really graphically beautiful looking game. I'm running it. I recorded it in 1440p using my 3090 on like very high, the highest graphics that it would do. The game looks amazing, and that's something that I really enjoy. A treat for the eyes, but the gameplay to me felt very much the same as every other Battlefield. They're very similar games, and we all know how they work. That's like saying Call of Duty. You know how Call of Duty works. They're the same game. They have little differences each year, each new game that is produced, but all in all, the game is very much similar to a lot of other Battlefields you've played. Obviously, this is a more modern Battlefield, so it's kind of going back to, what was it, Battlefield 4 was the most recent modern-ish Battlefield, because then Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5. Is that right? Is that the way? Is that the order they went? Battlefield 1, then Battlefield 5? I can't remember, but those were both World War based. This is going back to sort of modern / slightly futuristic technology, which is nice because Battlefield 4 was a really fun game. I remember playing that a lot. I really enjoyed the game. So going back to a very similar style of Battlefield, at least a similar setting, I guess, is really nice. In terms of how it plays, again, like I said, it plays very much like you would expect it to play. Now, for a while, I didn't realize that you can actually change the scope and stuff on your guns mid-game at any point. So you kind of have this like setup of different magazines, different I guess you would call them supports, like grips and stuff, and different scopes, different suppressors, muzzles, etc. for the front of the gun. So you have all of those, and you can change them, so you can switch between those at any point. And it does actually tell you in the menu when you're switching whether it's going to be better for close combat. It gives you the positives and negatives of what you're doing. It has it written, and it also changes the stats of the gun in the bottom corner as well, so you can see that, oh, by putting this certain muzzle on, I'm gonna lose, 4 in handling or something. So I actually really liked that. That was really cool once I figured it existed. I spent a lot of the first bit of my recording as a sniper not realizing that I could have put a scope on, so I was just iron sighting from a while away. But I did manage to get a couple kills like that, and I was quite impressed with myself. But then obviously after that, I found that I could just put a scope on it. That did make it a lot easier. But once I figured that out, I really enjoyed it. I believe there were 4 main classes. There was like a medic, a support, a sniper, and an engineer, something. I can't remember exactly what they were. I gave each of them a bit of a go. They have like different abilities, I guess. One of them has a drone. I think your normal assault guy has like a grapple hook. That's sort of more of the futuristic aspect of the game. I'm pretty sure we're not using grapple hooks in warfare at the minute, at least the same way like in the game. And then medic obviously has medical stuff. I think it was a gun you could shoot. I think it was like some sort of weird medic gun you could shoot to heal people. Not very good at being a medic, so I don't think I ever actually healed anyone with that. I can't remember what the other one was. I forget. But there were 4 main classes. They looked different, but in reality, you could actually change the guns and stuff, and the secondary weapons, grenades and stuff. You could make them identical except for their unique abilities, basically. Each could have a sniper rifle if you wanted them to, or an assault rifle. I'm pretty sure you could just change that anyway. So the classes only really affect the ability that you're going to play, I guess. I don't know how you feel about that. It doesn't really bother me because, like I said, I'm not going to be massively competitive at this because I know that I'm not that good at it. So really, I'm playing it for fun. In terms of other aspects of the game that I thought were new anyway, because I haven't played a lot of Battlefield. Like, don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed the games that I've played, and I've played I think I've played all of them, but I haven't played them a lot. I've played them a fair amount, an okay amount. You did have an ability to call in certain, I was going to say items, but I guess vehicles is more correct. You could call in a little scout dog robot thing, like those Boston Dynamics bots, and I did that a couple times. Not really sure what he did. Don't really know. It wasn't really clear. I don't know whether I was supposed to command him or he was supposed to just follow me and then shoot things, or whether he was supposed to identify threats. Not entirely sure what they did. It didn't really explain to me what he did. And then the other thing that you were allowed to drop in was a vehicle, and I think I only managed to actually get that to work once, but I tried many times and I'm not sure why that wasn't working. I don't know. It did work one time, but again, it's a beta, so you know, I'll let it off these little glitches and things if that was a glitch. Maybe it was just a game mechanic that I didn't understand. Talking about vehicles, we may as well talk about vehicles. I tried my hand at driving a few, flying a few, etc. of the vehicles, because I figured, you know, that's an important part of the game. Now, when I normally play these games, I'll drive a vehicle, but generally I'm not going to go for a helicopter or a plane, because I know that I'm not going to be able to pilot that very well, and I'm not going to be very good at it. That is still the case here, and part of it I think was due to the controls. Now, when I started playing this to record the footage, I thought I'll just play it on controller, on an Xbox controller, because that means that I can sit back and I can just play it. It's true what they say, that PC is just much better. You're a better player when you play PC. Now, as I've said many times, I'm not a good player, but I was significantly better when I changed to mouse and keyboard, and I did swap pretty quickly because I was getting fed up of not being able to aim very well on the controller. But then when I was flying with the mouse and the keyboard was not easy. I didn't really mess around with the controls to try and make it work, because obviously it's only a beta and I didn't intend to play it that long, so I wasn't going to mess around with it. But the time that I did try and fly a helicopter, yeah, it was pretty precarious, and I didn't really have a great time flying it. I'm sure it's probably better on a controller because it's simpler, but then obviously you're going to miss out on all the actual ability to aim really well and turn quicker and aim quicker and stuff that you get when you're playing PC. So, I mean, if you play controller, that's fine, you'll get used to it. But when I played PC, which is my preferred way to play, I guess, the flying then was really difficult. Driving, that was fairly simple. I guess it feels very much like a simplified driving technique. It's kind of similar to like driving in Halo. You kind of point and just drive in that direction-ish. It doesn't really feel like it's got much driving mechanic, but then it's a first-person shooter. It's not a driving game, so they work fine. The driving was fine. Tanks were fun. Little quads were fun. It was a good way to get around the map. So they're enjoyable, but like, yeah, they're nothing special, I guess, is what I would say. I'm going to briefly touch on the aspect of the weather, because this is something that I noticed. I'd forgotten that this happened, but then when I saw the tornado start to form, I remembered, oh yeah, this was like a big part of the trailer. They were all flying around in a tornado and still fighting, and it was kind of ridiculous, but it was funny. And it looked kind of cool. I never actually got to experience the tornado, didn't actually get close enough for the tornado to take effect, but I did see it coming and I was trying to get in the way of it, but then the game ended before it happened, so I only saw that one time. I think I played a couple matches, it was sunny and it was nice, a couple matches were rainy, and then I saw the tornado that one time. It looked really cool. Again, that's down to the graphics, and it's graphically a really nice looking game. But I didn't get to experience whether the tornado actually did anything, and I would have liked to seen like a bunch of people flying around in a tornado, because that would have been funny, but that didn't happen. But still, it looked amazing, and I like the idea of these, I guess, procedurally generated weathers taking effect on the battlefield, which they have done before, I'm pretty sure, like in Battlefield 1 or Battlefield 5, I can't remember, one of those. There was like sandstorms and stuff that would happen, but I guess I'm not sure whether they've really had anything that physically affected the battlefield. Again, I'm not like massively up to date on every single feature of Battlefield games. I just know that I played them, I dabbled with this one in the beta, and it was fun. And you know, I'll probably buy it and I'll probably play it and I'll probably enjoy it because it's a Battlefield game. That's really my summing up of it. It's a Battlefield. If you like Battlefield, you're gonna like it. Like, they haven't changed loads of it. They haven't changed barely any of it. It feels like a Battlefield game. They're good. Why would you? Don't change it if it's not broken. And they didn't. They just added a few things, like the weather, like the being able to change scopes, your gun equipment, your gun attachments, maybe is a better way to say it, on the fly. I really liked that. That was really cool. And it meant that you didn't feel like you had the wrong weapon for a certain thing. Like if you decided to be what I would call a bog standard like assault soldier, so you've got like an assault rifle and a pistol and you've picked some grenades or whatever, you're kind of like your standard soldier. For starters, actually, the model of that standard soldier kind of looked like Jake Gyllenhaal to me. Don't know why, just... does anybody else see it? It's just me. I don't know. I think he does. Anyway, if you chose that character with that weapon, you were really stuck and you couldn't do any sniping because that wasn't the correct gun that you had. But you can add a scope to it, and you can improve the handling by adding a better grip to the gun. You can change the gun to single fire. And then that way you actually do have a chance. No, it's not probably going to be as powerful as the sniper, but then you have the option of swapping it back to being an assault rifle for closer combat, and then that's going to be better than the sniper rifle is, which obviously isn't going to be as good in close combat. You know how these games work. They have a reason for having these certain guns, and they have a reason for having these certain classes. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Like I said, there's not much to say about it. I had a really fun time playing it, but I don't know what else to say. I feel like I've gone over the points that I thought stood out. The scripted points that happened during the game, like when the rocket takes off, that's super cool looking, and like all the smoke gets in the way, and I really enjoyed that. Again, that's another thing that just makes the game look cool. It doesn't actually really make that much difference. Like, it's not that new either, but it was still super enjoyable. Had a really fun time playing it. Felt very much like a Battlefield game. It's in modern era, which I do like. I like the World War era as well, but we've had a couple of those, and now it's like, okay, we're done with that for a bit. Can we go back to sort of modern without being too ridiculous? Because we don't want to go too futuristic, because that always feels weird. Because then you end up making a sci-fi game, which... not saying it can't be fun, it's just not really what I'm looking for from a Battlefield game. It's got these few new things which I think stand out and are really cool. I didn't really notice any problems with them other than the fact that I couldn't get a vehicle to drop into me for a while. But maybe that was just a glitch in the beta. That's why these betas happen. But I had a super fun time. I don't really know what else more to say. I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to keep this review going for too long. Like I said, I had a fun time playing it. I hope you enjoyed the footage that I captured. Like I said, I'm not very good at the game, so you'll probably be better than me, and you'll probably look at it and say, man, this guy's a scrub. Yes, I am very bad at these games, but I do enjoy them, and I had a fun time playing it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Did you get a chance to play it? What would you like to see from it? What did you not like? What impressed you? Let me know in the comments. I like to do these reviews. If I'm going to do these reviews, I like to make it sort of conversational with you guys. And if you guys do have any opinions or thoughts on it, then let me know in the comments. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you did, and I'll catch you guys next time.